talk about two types of interest that is earned, both simple interest and compound interest. In simple interest, the interest, that is an I, is what's called the principal times the rate times the time. So here's an example that will illustrate each of those letters. You put $50 on January 1st into Christmas account, paying 2% interest, and you withdraw it on November 1st. How much interest has been earned? Now, you won't normally find a bank giving you simple interest. Occasionally you see in these things called Christmas accounts. These are accounts designed where you put aside money throughout the year, and then they're never supposed to last long. You're supposed to take them out in time for buying presents. And so, this person in this story problem may have had lofty ideas of continuing to put money in time and again, but for the purpose of this problem, he only makes one deposit. And really, for simple interest, it's assumed you only make one deposit, or the equivalent of one deposit. We'll get into that later. But the $50 is the principal. Principal is the amount before you earn in the interest. The 2% interest rate I have changed to a decimal form, so 0.02. And time in this formula is always measured in years. So going from January 1st to November 1st is a total of 10 months. And so I went 10 over 12. Okay. And then I just multiplied these all together. And I got, after rounding off to the nearest penny, I got 83 cents. Okay, now we have compound interest, which is what you'll normally hear a bank offering you on their savings account or checking account. Though they don't offer very much interest rates right now, but they say they'll give you interest. This will be it. It has a more complicated formula. And different places will have different letters for this, but really they all amount to the same thing. So we have the amount after interest. Whereas the other formula I just gave you, the interest, this A is the beginning amount plus the interest added on. Okay, P is the principal. It's actually the same thing as in this simple interest formula. It's the deposit you make, it's the money before you have interest. And this is the principal with a PAL. R is the same as it is in the simple interest. Okay, you got to convert it to a decimal. Banks will tell you an effective interest rate and a nominal interest rate sometimes. For the purpose of this formula, we're using the nominal. If they only give you one number, they're giving you the nominal. Again, you write it as a decimal. Now, M is the number of times per year interest realizes it's per year interest is earned. That makes it a little different from the next one. But so often banks will give you an account which pays interest every month. And so in our formulas, this M usually becomes a 12. Okay, monthly means 12 times per year. Okay, N is the number of times you do earn interest. Now this is, M is per year, and N is the total number of times, period. Not in years, just however many times. Okay, so here's our previous example made into a compound. I put $50 on January 1 into a savings account, paying 2% interest compound monthly. Okay, so it says simple interest is compound monthly. What's the balance on November 1st? So $50 is the principal. The interest rate is 2%. Because I earn interest every month, I put a 12 down there. And then, since I do earn every month and there's been 10 months past, that's a 10. There were 10 times I earned interest on February 1st, on March 1st, etc. And I'll have a total of 10 times I earned interest. The very last time being November 1st. So I'll put that in calculator. That's $50.84. Okay, not a lot of difference here. It's 1 penny difference from my simple interest. And that was even that 1 penny was even with rounding. Here, that 84 got rounded up, and then the previous problem, that 83 cents actually got rounded down. So it's less than a penny. But yeah, compound interest on, if you go more than one interest period, if you go more than 1 month, it will earn more. And may be less than a penny, so it may not show up in the account, but it does earn more. And also, if that $50 was a larger amount of money, then it would definitely earn more than a penny. And if it was longer than 10 months, you would definitely see a difference. But yeah, if you are given the choice between the two, to earning interest on simple interest, earning interest on compound, and the charges on the account are the same, and the interest rates are the same, pick the compound. Okay, here's another example of compound. How much money would you need to deposit now? So we're planning ahead. How much am I going to deposit now if my account pays 3% interest compound monthly, and I want to have $5,000 in 3 years? I'm planning a big vacation. Maybe it's a big anniversary. And so now the A is known. The amount after interest is known, but the amount before interest is not known. So what I've just done here, of course you can't see it on the video, but I took all of that and I put just that in my calculator, getting me this decimal. I kept it as accurate as I could. Then I just divide both sides by that 1.09405. Give me this. Okay, so yeah, there's about $430 of interest that was earned. Okay, that's it.